were second to the breaks, which was very disappointing. The ball didn't stick enough inside, and I don't know why. It's not something that we've had a massive problem with. It just, we didn't play well enough. I'm just totally devastated. That's a rough place to be in there.
4-1 down, he's were kind of chasing it. He's got level with Kilmurray's point at 5-all. Then there's a goal each, and then at half time you're 3 down. What's your thoughts on the first half?
I'm disappointed with the way we had played. We always nearly looked like we were chasing, and every time we maybe thought we were getting a wee bit of momentum, there was a free that seemed to break that. But like at half time, 3 down, hadn't played particularly well, wasn't the end of the world. Came out and started the second half, probably should have got 2 scores, overdone things with the ball on both occasions. They went down and maybe get the first 2 scores of the half, and then it was back to 5. It was very frustrating that we couldn't find a spell of momentum in the match.
And then at one stage he's got free, I think it was Murray put the ball up to Shea and he's going for too long and they got a shot afterwards. And did it feel that you needed a goal to break the game in that second half? Is that what it felt like watching on?
It certainly, I didn't see that. And we were getting a sub ready to go on, so I didn't. As soon as Shea catch it, it looked very sharp to me. Look, I'd have to see it again. I can't say.
But did it feel you needed a goal? That's my point, I suppose.
I suppose not really until late on. I think after about 51 or 52 minutes, we went the point in front, and all of a sudden they went 5 up, and 3 frees and 2 from play. And I thought at that stage we're going to need a goal because we didn't look like we were going to get the momentum to score 5 or 6 points. We probably didn't really get the momentum that I thought we should have got in the match, maybe until 3 or 4 minutes to play plus injury. It just never seemed to click, and every time it looked like it might, there was a free went against us that broke the momentum. So it was just very, very frustrating.
And finally for me, you had the shot at the end, it was saved. There was pinball, and then the final whistle goes. Was it like Meath all over again, where there was a play at the end where you thought it wasn't the time to blow it up?
I literally just said it in there. Don't get me wrong. It was far enough. It didn't. There was a lot of players around. I just don't think you can blow a match up when the ball is in the mix in that area. The free that he gave them in injury time, it took a minute and a half to hit the free. And I know he played a minute extra, but them things are important. But that ball broke. It looked like we were going to gain possession, and the match was blew up. That's just the way it is.
There was an incident in the first half, Johnny, where I think Kennedy was booked for them, where he appeared to use his head. Was that just one of a catalogue of decisions that are probably difficult to understand?
Again, it came across the radio to me that he had headbutted. I didn't see him headbutting, so I can't really say for sure, but it came on the radio to me that it was use of the head. There was one in the second half where Cormac laid a ball off and the guy went straight through the centre of him, and no yellow card. Just some of this. But look, it's frustrating. Everybody can go down the referee's throat when you get beat. The reality today is we didn't play well enough.
What do you put your finger on the cause of that? Was it the fact that you couldn't build momentum, things went away, or just the fact that you were maybe always chasing the game?
Maybe always chasing. I honestly, I don't think there's any more we could have done in the build-up to this. With Micheál pulled a hamstring last Saturday, was the only thing coming into the match that only sort of issue that we had. So preparation was really good. We were well drilled, but really, probably the fact that we just couldn't get that momentum going. We always looked like we were chasing, maybe snapped at a few things and panicked on a few things, especially in the first half. When I can't remember what we conceded, maybe 1-14 or something of that nature. That's a lot for us to concede. We never concede that amount of scores, but it ended up nearly the same again the second half points wise. It's disappointing. I can't really think of another word to describe it.
How do you begin to lift them, even from here? I know he's a bit of downtime now, but it'll be a tough one to try and get over.
Well, look, as I told them there'll be plenty of people that'll have plenty to say, and there'll be plenty of people to stab them in the back. We all know that. That's the way things work, especially within Derry Hurling. They're under no illusions about that. But I don't think you need a cup to say that you're a good team. It would be lovely. We'd love to win this cup, and you know, one way or them players in there, they'll be back to do it again, you know. But you don't need a cup to prove that you're a good team. You know, them boys are an absolute credit to our county and the effort and just everything that they put into this. And look, some days you don't get your rewards, and that's hard to take. But the reality of sport is, look, somebody has to get beat, then you have to dust yourself down and you go again.
I can remember when you came in, Johnny, 3 years ago. You picked a job that there weren't too many hands going up for. You mean you've put in 3 great years. Would a day like that strengthen your own resolve to make sure you'll come back and you'll get your hands on that finally?
It's a difficult one. Look, it would take a fair bit to put me off. Look, them discussions probably have to take part with the players. Like, you know, at the end of the day, this is all about them and what's best to get them over the line. So look, that chat has to take place with them. And you know, I have a wife and 2 young ones at home as well. That, you know, all them things have to come into consideration. Look, I mean, today's just a very, very difficult day. Like, there'll be nothing decided today or tomorrow.